Greetings, my people. It's Mr. PDT yet again on another episode of the Enlightenment series.
If this baby comes out, what will you do? What will you do? I will rededicate myself to God. You rededicate? I will rededicate myself. What about you? If this baby.
On this particular episode, you know, when we talk about this case, it makes me emotional and it breaks my heart when I see things that are happening or things that happened to Sister Ruth Mathew on this particular case that she is being sued by Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin for having falsely accused him of abducting baby testimony. I want to appeal to the judiciary of Delta State. And I know they are good people. I know they are capable of making justice reign. If you happen to have any chance to get them to watch this video, please do so. If you can send them this video, please do so. They're probably the only people that can help us. They're probably the only people that can assist in finding the whereabouts of baby testimony. Ruth Mathew has been going to court for the past 2 years, and she deserves a chance, an opportunity to look for her child. She really can't do that if she keeps going to court every day as she has been doing. This has been delaying justice for her son. I know the judiciary, who are probably watching, they have been confronted with different theories as to how baby testimony went missing. And some of the charges that were laid on Sister Ruth Mathew or against Sister Ruth Mathew, they constitute extortion of money. They constitute raising false alarm, and they constitute defamation of character, of Jeremiah Omoto's character. And I want to bring this to your attention, my people. The pursuit of baby testimony's justice has not yet been had, or the proceedings have not yet commenced, because they can't before Ruth Mathew is cleared of these charges that were laid on her head by, is it the IG of police or Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin himself? But I want to bring this to the judiciary's attention. You know, social media is a very powerful tool, and I believe this message can get to them. Ruth Mathew has never extorted money from anyone. Ruth Mathew has never come out to the public and said, please, can you give me money? There's no single day she did that. There's no single day she came and said, this is my account number. Can I please have money? My child was stolen. It never happened. It's a group of people like myself and other concerned Nigerians and other concerned humanitarians around the world who took it upon themselves to come together and devise a way to assist this woman through our minimum financial contributions. She never demanded money from anyone. She has never extorted money from anyone. If there's anyone from Jeremiah Omoto's team that can prove that Ruth Mathew once called them demanding money to be silent, please may they present the evidence to that effect. All those, I believe, are trumped up charges to suppress her justice, to suppress her freedom, so that she does not seek justice for her missing child. I know they say that she is falsely accusing Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin, which constitutes the charge of defaming Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. I want to throw a curveball at everyone, especially my brothers and sisters, your royal highnesses who are handling this matter. What could have Ruth Mathew done? Who could she have accused? Or who could she have confronted about this missing child? Because the last time that this child was seen was at Jeremiah Omoto's church. Let me call him prophet for the sake of me being civil. The last time this baby was seen was at Prophet Jeremiah Omoto's church. And this baby was abducted within the premises of Prophet Jeremiah Omoto's church. There's only one thing, your lordship or your highness, or Your Majesty, or even the followers of Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. There's only one thing that we asked for. We have been asking for from the beginning of us coming online and advocating for baby testimonies justice. Only one thing. And that one thing is, can Jeremiah Omoto please assist us with a CCTV footage of this particular day so that we can all have closure, so that we can all know what happened to baby testimony. But Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin has not been taking it lightly, and he has not really been willing or forthcoming in as far as the provision of this CCTV footage is concerned. Had Prophet Jeremiah released the CCTV footage, we will not be having this conversation. We will not, because we would have known the identities of the two women who manipulated Ruth Mathew and got away with her 2-year-old son at that time. The only noble thing we could have also expected from Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin was to help, was to launch a proper investigation using the resources that are at his disposal. My people, Jeremiah Omoto is a billionaire prophet. He's come out claiming, and we can all tell by the infrastructure and all the money that he has made through his ministry. He's a very wealthy man. By that, he can afford to launch an investigation today and find out what happened to baby testimony and retrieve baby testimony within 24 hours. He can do it with the resources at his disposal. And considering the fact that the child was abducted at his church, he can do it. If Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin wanted us to know where baby testimony is, or wanted us to know what happened to baby testimony on this particular day, he could have done it in 24 hours. On the particular day this happened, if he really wanted us to find baby testimony or Ruth Mathew to find her missing child, he could have assisted Ruth Mathew. The same way he is climbing the mountain today. He could have climbed the mountain for baby testimony back then and demanded or prayed or invested. Just 1 million naira at that particular time could have sufficed to reunite or to find out what happened to baby testimony. But Prophet Jeremiah did nothing. Today, Prophet Jeremiah Omoto is reaching to Mohbad's family to assist them, to help them if they need any financial support. He's willing today to give even the IGs of police money so that they can launch a proper investigation to find out what happened to Mohbad. But Prophet Jeremiah couldn't do that. He couldn't extend the same courtesy to a baby that went missing in his church premises. For the sake of being civil on this particular video, I'm not going to say Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin is responsible or he is not responsible. But I'm going to say, if he really did not know what happened, or if he really does not know what happened to baby testimony, we could not have been his enemies. In fact, the day we started talking about this case, he could have been the first person to come out and say, let's put our hands together and let's dig deeper and let's find out what actually happened to this innocent kid. That's all we could have expected, and I believe that's all you could also have done had the same thing happened to someone who had visited your premises. If I come to your house today with my bicycle, then I park it inside your yard and you close the gates, and there happen to be a security at your gate. Then I have dinner with you in your house, and then on my way out, I find my bicycle is missing. If I'm going to open a case, you definitely become the culprit or the suspect because this is within your compound and there are CCTV footages in your compound. So if I ask you to show me the CCTV footage so that I can establish who took my bike, because the CCTV footage will simply exonerate you. It will clearly show that no, someone actually jumped over the juror hole and took your bike and threw it over the juror hole. So even though you have security measures available, there was close to nothing that you could have possibly done as the owner of the premises because of how tactical the thieves were. So the kidnappers of this kid might have been tactical. But if a CCTV footage was presented, we could have at least known how this whole operation went through and how they managed to evade the CCTV footages or to evade the security at Mercy City, at Prophet Jeremiah Omoto's church. All this information could have helped in piecing this whole puzzle together, in us having closure or in the exoneration of Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. But none of that has been done, or none of that was done. I know there are many theories out there. Some are saying Ruth Mathew sold her own child. Some are saying Ruth Mathew knows where she put her own child. My people, if Ruth Mathew knew, by now we could have known. She can never be that smart. She can never be that intelligent to dribble Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. She can never be that intelligent to dribble the IG of police. She can never be that intelligent to dribble all of us and cloud our judgment. We have explored all the positive outcomes of how this baby could have been abducted. And none of those scenarios are pointing at Ruth Mathew as the culprit or as the one who is behind the disappearance of her own child. I can tell you one thing for sure. If she indeed sold that child, whoever she sold that child, by now that person could have found means to reach out to Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin and exonerated Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin with proof and with evidence. That listen, this woman approached me, she brought a child, I gave her 15 million. And that person could probably demand more money from Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin just so that Jeremiah can be exonerated. Prophet Jeremiah Omoto is not looking for justice. He's not looking to be exonerated with facts and figures. He's just using his financial muscle to suppress this woman. This is a David and Goliath situation. Ruth Mathew is a nobody. I don't mean say this to undermine her, but I'm saying in relation to the muscles of Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. She does not compete in any arena with Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. She is incapacitated in as far as a tug of war or a battle with Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. She's merely a nothing. She only has you to represent her, to stand for her, to help her get the justice that she deserves. All this time we've spent in court, all this time that we spend in court, could have been time, money, and resources that could have been used to find the boy. What we care about the most is the boy. We have no vendetta against Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. We just want him to come on board and do the right thing. We just want him to repent and change his mindset and help us locate baby testimony. This is a clarion call to all of you, my people. We might not be brothers and sisters by blood, but we are all humans. And that's the only race that I know, humanity. There's an entire human being that is missing, that has been missing. And it will take you good people of good conscience to come together and help us find this boy. I do have faith in the Delta Judiciary, and I know there are mothers there. I know there are fathers there who are proceeding over this case. I hope you can treat this woman, or you can treat this case as if it was your own child, your own son, your own daughter. I'm not asking you to feel sorry for Ruth Mathew. I'm not asking you to be emotional in your judgments. If it happens that their accusations of Ruth Mathew having sold the baby come to be true, of which I know, beyond no reasonable doubt, none of those accusations or theories will hold any water because they lack substance and evidence. I'm just asking you to use your good offices and think about this woman. Help her. I know you can and I know you will. All we are asking for is justice. All we are asking for is justice and her freedom. She can't keep doing this. If Jeremiah wants, he can make these court cases go for the next 55 years. But that is impeding on the poor woman's freedom. It's really a burden on her shoulders. My people, I know justice will prevail. Yes, for now, we just hope for the best. And I'll check you out on the next episode of the Enlightenment series. I'm out.